Hey girls, welcome back to my channel. I can't believe I've never made a video about feeling sexy. So I was at the hairdresser this weekend. I went Friday and got a new haircut and color, and I did a thing. I got some bangs and some layers around my face, and I was just telling the girl that does my hair, I was like, I want a sexy haircut. And it just kind of made me think about what it means to feel sexy, especially feeling sexy at 45. And I know as I'm talking to some of my friends that we don't always feel sexy when we're getting older. And I for sure don't always feel sexy, but when I start to feel down about myself, I definitely tend to lean in to the feminine energy inside myself, and it just helps bring me back to who I am as a person. And so I just wanted to share some of these little tips and tricks that make me feel sexy at 45. So the first thing is what I just spoke about, going and getting regular color and cuts. I scheduled my next appointment for 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks when I'm there at my appointment. That way I never have to try and make time to book an appointment, or my layers are all grown out because I've forgotten to book my next appointment. And speaking about that, I did find that I was going through Pinterest looking for different hairstyles, and I'd been trying to grow my hair out for so long, and it was just getting longer and longer and longer and really kind of dead at the ends. And I was just kind of feeling very blah about my whole look. So I started pinning some pictures from Pinterest, and actually the picture that I took to my hairdresser was a picture of Bridget Bardot. I wanted sort of like, her bouffant, and then like the long bangs and the long layers framing the face. I mean, who could be sexier than Bridget Bardot, right? And I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad I took the plunge. My hairdresser was so happy. Hi, Jen. She was like, oh my God, we're cutting your hair. Because for the past few years, I've just been like, just trim it. I'm growing it out. Just trim it. We finally chopped it. I also do the same thing with my nails. I get regular manicures and pedicures, and it's just something that I do that makes me feel good and helps me lean into that feminine energy so that I always feel like I am a put together feminine person. Now, when I speak about being feminine, I'm not saying that I'm a feminist, but I definitely am. I'm talking about leaning into that energy that makes us feel like a woman inside of us. And it's different for every person, but for me, there's just little things that I do that make me feel so good and make me feel that feminine energy again, that life can kind of chip away at. Like the daily grinds, like scrubbing your toilet. It feels so sexy when you're scrubbing a toilet, right? But there are certain things you can do to fill up that feminine energy again. But the next thing that's important, especially at 45, is a great skincare routine. I don't always feel like taking my makeup off every night, but I force myself to because I always want my skin to look glowy and look good. When I get out of the shower, I am loving this product by OC. It's just a body oil. Get out of the shower, slather my skin with this. My skin feels so delicious before I go to sleep. I like to shower at night, slather up with this, and then put on my pajamas. And it just feels so luxurious. It makes your skin look so supple and soft, and it just feels good on your legs. So I do love a good two-piece long-sleeved pajama set like this one from Victoria's Secret. I think I have them in every single color. But my husband was like, can you put on something a little bit more sexy sometimes? So I did go ahead and splurge and get this nightgown from Lingerie. It has not arrived yet, but I'm super excited about it because it's cotton. I love wearing cotton to sleep in, and that's why I love those Victoria's Secret jammies that I order. I can't wear polyester. I have eczema, and I just get rashy, and it just doesn't feel good. It's not good for your skin either to sleep in polyester. But I think this one from Notori is so beautiful, feminine with that touch of lace, the long silhouette, the spaghetti straps. I love this look and I can't wait to get mine and try it. So speaking of lingerie and nightgowns, things like that, I did pack some sexy lingerie for our getaway this past weekend. We got invited to stay at the Drake Hotel and it was so luxurious and so wonderful to just get away from our kids. We're sitting in the hotel room and my husband's like, we have not been in a hotel without our kids since we got married, which was 14 years ago. We've not stayed in a hotel by ourselves. So the getaway we had was so wonderful, and I just wore some, some little something sexy for my husband. But the best part about that was that all week long, I knew I was going to pack that sexy lingerie, and I was texting with my husband at work like, can't wait for this weekend, like flirting with your spouse. It's so underrated. It was so fun and so just romantic, and it made me feel very sexy as a woman to be flirted with. So the next thing I love to do to feel sexy at 45 is every year at this time in the spring, Victoria's Secret brings out their cute little spring bra panty sets. And I just get one because these are not realistic. We know we don't reach for this one in the morning. We're gonna reach for the one that's like nude and not sexy at all, but it's comfortable, right? Like cute cotton matching kind of fun pastel-y color panties to go with it. I would say once a year, like treat yourself. Like this is cute, and anytime I wear a cuter bra underwear set, I do think about, oh, I feel kind of sexier today, and nobody else needs to know. It's just about like you knowing that, hey, underneath this outfit, I've got a sexy bra on. And then the next thing that makes me feel sexy, I actually wore these hoops Friday night when we had our date night. And I don't know, there's just something about, I know these are pretty big. I will link these exact hoops down below, but they're actually really lightweight, but they just kind of feel very kind of flirty. I don't know, kind of J-Lo. Unleashing my inner J-Lo, but I do love a good hoop, even if I'm just like hanging out on the weekend in some sweatpants and a shirt. I do like to sometimes pop on just like a pair of my hoops to go shopping because it just makes me feel more feminine, even if I'm wearing something a little bit more casual. So, and the next thing, these are two recent splurges that just made me feel so sexy. The first one is this new perfume I got from Parfums and Marley. It's called Delina, and it is just the most feminine, sexy look. Even the shape of the bottle is feminine, right? And the little pink and the tassels, and it just smells sexy and fresh and feminine, and oh, I just love it. I love this. A little bit goes a long way, but this definitely helps make me feel just more sexy and more feminine when I'm wearing this perfume. So I have been reaching for this one quite a bit. And then this lip gloss. So if you are feeling a little bit down in the dumps, the easiest way to feel a little bit sexier immediately, go get yourself a beautiful new lip gloss. This one was a splurge. It's by Cicely of London, and it is this beautiful, just like peachy, pinky lip gloss with some shine. It feels very luxurious. It feels very plumping. It doesn't have any plumping like tingly to it. It just feels good when you put it on, and it makes me feel good to wear it. So I will link this one down below. I do get a lot of compliments. I don't wear it very often. I save this for like date nights or if I'm going out with friends because it was a splurge. It was like $65 for this little tiny lip gloss. But I do say that every time I wear this lip gloss, somebody asks me what it is. So there's that. I will say that also, like a nice pair of sexy heels always makes me feel sexier. I did get these this past year, and yes, I know they're a splurge, but I wore them for date night, and they're just this, I don't know what it is about the shape of them. They're not even that high of a heel, but they make your legs look so good. So I would say, even if you're just wearing, like here, I just have this new dress I picked up from Amazon. This was like the cheapest dress ever, but I paired it with a pair of really sexy, nice feminine heels, and I just felt like $1,000,000. I just felt great. So there is something to be said for adding a nice, sexy date night heel to your wardrobe, even if it's just with an Amazon dress. And I don't feel like, yes, this dress that I wore for date night, it is low cut, but then I wore, but then I like it because it had long sleeves. And I feel like that's something, as we are aging, you don't need to show it all off. Like if you're wearing something that's a little bit more low cut, wear a long sleeve or wear a longer skirt so you're not showing off legs and cleavage and arm and everything all at once. Like you don't have to do it the most anymore. I feel like just pick one part of your body that you'd love to show off to be a little bit more revealing, and just stick with that body part. Like don't do it all, because then you just kind of look trashy, right? So that does it for this video, girls. I hope you loved at least one of these simple tricks that I shared with you. If you have any ideas of your own about how you feel sexy at your age, pop them down below. I would love to read those. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a lot of fun here on this channel. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.